Good evening. uh, I've missed y'all. What's up? And namaste. Every time I'm about to do something. And here we go. So, I haven't been on here for a minute because I was on vacation, much deserved vacation. So, um, greetings. Am I saying it right? Andreas Abraham? I think I said it right. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Andreas Abraham? Hmm. Ethiopian. Okay, well, welcome. Welcome to the Magic LaCroix Hour. So anyway, glad you could make it. Like I said, I've been on vacation, so I haven't been here. Okay, Andreas is Andrew. Okay, well, welcome, Andrew. Okay. Um, this is MySpace. I thought that name looked familiar. Okay, MySpace. Wow, that was a long time ago. MySpace ain't been popping since at least 10 years. What's good, Dawn? How you doing? Congratulations on, what you just did. Um, and as I said, I have been traveling, so I was on the East Coast for a bit, so that's why I haven't been here. So, oh, check this out. This is like the coolest fucking gift. Check that shit out. Somebody just gifted this to me for no reason. I like gifts like this and shit. I'm gonna use this in rituals. Oh, I'm just surrounded by skulls. Look at that. Skulls, skulls, skulls. What's up, sister? Melanated Enchantress is in the house. All right. So today's topic, I just seen a disturbing trend and I felt like I needed to address it. And it's not about anybody in particular. Although I am going to relay something that happened to me a couple days ago. You told me Harry Potter has nothing to do with magic. No, what I said was the Harry Potter shit that you see on TV has nothing to do with real magic. That is illusion. That is Hollywood. Hello, Sent. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Damn, that was a long time ago. Wow. Harry Potter. That's Hollywood. That's movies. That's not magic per se. See what I'm saying? Anyway, do I have a wand? Yeah, I have a wand. I sell them also. I feel like this is going somewhere. That you're leading up to something. What's going on, Andreas or Andrew, however you want to be addressed? You asked me if I had a wand. Yes, I've actually shown it in one of my videos. So, and I'm not trying to be. I'm not sure, Melanated Enchantress. I have no idea. That name does look very familiar. But like I said, MySpace ain't been popping in at least 10 years. But what's up? What's up? What's up? Okay. So on to my topic here. I was unfriended. I mean, Facebook is virtual reality. You know what I'm saying? And for some, it's just an escape from reality. Some, the friendships are not real. Some, the friendships can lead to lifelong friendships. You know what I'm saying? I have no clue, Melanated Enchantress, who does MySpace. Certainly not I. Andrea's, I'll get to your questions in a second. All right. Uh, yeah. Anyway, the reason that I labeled this particular video "All Hands on Deck" is because, like I said, Facebook is an escape from reality for a lot of people. Some it's a source of entertainment, some is a source for networking, and some is a way to keep in touch with family and friends. So, um, some friendships can actually lead to lifelong friendships. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, I was unfriended by someone, and of course, I'm not going to say their names because I just don't believe in doing that and doing things publicly. Unfriending has never been an issue for me, but the reason for the unfriending is the reason for the unfriending was because my beliefs on a certain topic, on a certain subject, was not the same as theirs. I don't understand, even if this is just Facebook, how my beliefs, opinions, and thoughts are a measure of one's friendship. I don't base either real life friendships or Facebook friendships on that. We all are different. We all have different opinions about things. Nobody should think the same, but this is the society that we live in. Everybody thinks we all need to think alike. That's just simply not true. You know what I'm saying? And um, I've never been one to follow along with an opinion just because it's popular. But because our beliefs didn't coincide with each other's, that was the reason they dissolved the friendship. That's cool. It was a little disconcerting to me because, like I said, I don't base my friendships, either real or Facebook friendships, on how you think or your opinions. My basis for friendships is on the person, their character. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between like-minded and same-minded. I mean, like-minded, I like to have people who think in my circle, people who, are positive, people who are about Black empowerment. Those are the majority of my friends. You know what I'm saying? But I do welcome other people. I have Caucasians, I have homosexuals, Christians, Muslims. I have a diverse set of friends on Facebook. You know, I would think that a lot of people would be that way, but that's just not the case. Okay, so let me just put this out here. No, I do not agree with homosexuality. Okay, that doesn't mean that I wish them harm or I'm going to go around bashing them on every post. I have a problem with them pushing it off on kids these days. I have a problem with, the continued emasculation of Black men. And quite frankly, you as a melanated person should be tired of that shit too. So um, there's that. You know what I'm saying? Um, but this person decided that we should not be friends because of that. I believe gay people should have the same rights as everybody else. As a matter of fact, I don't care what somebody's sexual preference is, nor do I care what they do in the privacy of their bedrooms. I don't really give a shit. I really don't, you know. But when it's shoved down our throats constantly, yeah, I have a problem with that. They've been trying to emasculate us for a very long time. See what I'm saying? So, if my opinions, thoughts, and beliefs, you are offended by that, then by all means, we should not be friends. But like I said, I don't base my friendships on that. I like magic-minded people, positive people, people who are about the upliftment of melanated people. You know, that's the majority of my friends. But like I said, I do networking. I keep in touch with my family on the East Coast by Facebook. Never once has my basis for befriending somebody based on what they believe. Yeah, like Melanated Enchantress said, when you disagree, people get mad. But oh well, we should be all hands on deck as melanated people. This is why we continue to lose, and this is just my opinion. That's why we dissolve friendships and relationships based on the silliest shit. You know, religion. No matter what, we are still this. So basing a friendship on how I think, that's not cool to me. That's actually just unrealistic. Hey, Shadow Witch Seductress, what's going on? Archangel Michael, how you doing? What's up, Gold Mine Graves? Let me see something here. What's up, Steve? Ivana? Andreas, I told you I would answer your questions shortly, but let me just get my point out, okay? Because I see you still typing questions. Yes, I'm glad to have you here, Shadow Witch. I'm glad that you were able to catch me live. I was just talking about friendships and relationships, and of course, all of this is all still my opinion, but never would I base a friendship off of somebody's belief system, somebody's religion, or somebody's sexual preference. I simply do not care. Exactly, Archangel Michael. We should have all hands on, but we don't. We disagree on the silliest shit. And you know what? I'm going to say this. Feel free to disagree. Caucasians stick together no matter what. So do Asians. So do Hispanics. They stick together whether they believe differently, whether, they think differently, they have opinions on it. It doesn't matter what. They are bound together by their ethnicity. Ethnicity. I don't think I'm saying it right, but y'all get my point. Thank you. Shadow Witch makes a good point. You learn from everything in one way or another. You know what I'm saying? And it is foolish to turn things away just simply because we think differently. But you know what? They want a population who thinks the same. They want sheep. So I refuse to be a part of that herd. I really just do. I do. So now that I have that out of the way, it's good. It's really good to see all of y'all. I have missed being on here, but like I said, I've been traveling, and I finally got some downtime that I can sit down and address that. But lesson learned, because Virgos have a hard time trusting anyone anyway, and so when somebody does something like that, it's like, wow, was you ever my friend? We can be friends for a couple years and then find out I believe differently about a different subject. And nah, we can't be friends. Okay. All right. We still fight the same battles as melanated people, believe it or not. Whether you think the same or not, you're still bound by this and genetics. Life would be boring if everyone agreed. Thank you, Dawn. Who the hell wants people that agree with everything? I say the same thing, but hey, some people are out here like that, you know? Not me, though. I just refuse, I'm not going to be bullied into believing that certain things are normal or okay. All right? No, like I said, no, I don't agree with homosexuality. Not at all. But I have family and friends all on my page. I don't turn anybody away because of their sexual preference. I don't care. I don't. It would be foolish of me to discriminate because of that. I bet you one thing, though, you will be discriminated against for your skin color. Now that we all have in common. You get my point? Thank you. Thank you. Shadow Witch says Virgo takes trust very seriously. Archangel Michael says if we was on code like other groups of people, we could really get things done. I've been saying this for the longest time. Other people, other YouTubers, other teachers have been saying the same thing. We need to get off this bullshit about silly shit and recognize that we fight the same fights based on our genetics and our skin color. And that's all they say. They don't care what you believe, you know? Exactly. Melanated Enchantress say they just showed you how they really feel about you. They was never your friend anyway. Exactly. It took a while to figure that out, though, unfortunately, but better late than never. Just had it happen. Someone we call friends, someone new came in. It was a Trump supporter, and our friend called him every name but his own. Wow. Yeah, we saw the differences also when this dude got in office. We saw how divided this nation really is. See what I'm saying? You know, I've seen people say that a lot of Caucasian friends of theirs completely went away from them when they found out that they were not supporters of this dude. What did you expect? I mean, after what he represents in office, what do you really expect? Seriously, you know. But I think I spend a little too much time talking about this because I've said it in other videos but I still see this happen. This didn't just happen to me. It happens to a lot of people, and I've had people inbox me about my little PSA on Facebook. Saying, yeah, that happened to me. Somebody unfriended me because of what I believe. That's really stupid, y'all. Again, that's my opinion, but that's really stupid. You know, we getting the short end of the stick in every area, and y'all worried about if we think alike. That's not smart. You know. So anyway, now that I got that out the way, I got a book recommendation. Psychic Sexual Command. This is a good book. This book has a lot of sigils in it. I should be showing you their work, but this one will help you reprogram your subconscious mind. Oh, Archangel Michael, do you still see me? Tell me you see me. It says, I think we lost you. I'll wait for somebody to say something before I say anything else. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Melanated Enchantress. I'm going to call you something else for short. But yeah, this book is dynamite. It has a lot of sigils in here that you can program your subconscious mind. It has exercises in this book that you can use while you're sleeping. You know what I'm saying? And this, don't be turned off by the word sexual. It's not sexual in nature. That's just the word that they use. You know what I'm saying? Chad Nelson. Hello. They got, empowerment sigils. They got manifestation sigils. They show you how to psychic touch. You know what I'm saying? There's a dynamite book. If you have the means, please get this book. Okay? Psychic Sexual Command. It works. Of course, anything that I recommend to you will work. Psychic Sexual Command. That's the book recommendation of the day. All right. The other book recommendation I have is, his name is, give me 1 second. His name is, crap. He writes a lot of books. Should be turned on instead of off. Right. Exactly. What is this man's name? His name is, give me a second here. It begins with a D. I've recommended some books from him before. So give me a second. If you are strapped for cash and you need quick cash, I do recommend the Magical Cash book, Damon Brand. Okay, any and all of his books work to perfection. He got books on seducing somebody. Yes, Divine Goddess. Thank you, Damon Brand. The Magical Cash book, though, is one of the books that we did back in February in my Facebook group when we were trying to manifest money, and we had different exercises that we were doing to manifest money coming to you. One of the ways is the Magical Cash book. Now, the Magical Cash book, it it works if you program it correctly and if you stay with it consistently. See what I'm saying? I use it whenever I need money. Not whenever I need money, but just if I'm trying to fill a void with money rituals, this is a quick way to do it. Now, the reason that I recommend this book is because it has the use of a sigil for the spirit Nitika. Nitika is an angel of money. The front of the book should look like this. That is the sigil of Nitika. Now, what you see surrounding this is Hebrew sigils. Okay. The back of the book should look like this. More sigils. It works. Yes, melanated enchantress, seductress, I think Dawn, they've all had great success using the Magical Cash book. Okay. I'm not going to go into how to make the book because all the instructions is in the book. The PDF, you can find it online. It's easy to find. Damon Brand's books and any book that comes from that association, which is called, if you give me a second, the International Guide of Occult Sciences. Okay, that's where this book comes from also. If any of you are familiar with Brother Moloch, he is also a part of that society. Okay, the IGOS, International Guild of Occult Sciences. Their books are dynamite. They all work. The thing is, you have to put the work into it. You have to do a little bit of reading. You have to do a little bit of research. So I was going to open the floor for questions, but I'm like really hungry. I just realized all I had was coffee and fruit today. Now, Andrew Abraham says, I heard white magic is good and black magic is evil. Is that true? Dora pause. I know for a fact I've addressed that several times. Oh, thank you, Dawn. The hair is on fleek. Thank you, I appreciate that. I had to attend a wedding, so I had to hook my hair up. You know what I'm saying? Remember duality. Nikita, close to your name. Yes. Every time, as a matter of fact, every time I see you in here in the chat, Nikita, I think of Nitika, but it's spelled differently. Nitika, the genius of wealth. He's an angel. Remember, I told y'all, fuck with those Hebrew gods and goddesses and angels. They work. We know who the real Jews are. Okay. Let me see. Let me see if I have any questions actually that I can answer. It looked like that was the building rocks. The building rocks to the pyramids were so huge there were no bulldozers. So how did they build it when everything weighed so much? They must have had sorcery. Is this a question that you're actually asking, or you're asking me to address that? Yes, yes. Shadow Witch Seductress says magical cash book on deck. I've had mine for years. It works when you need money in a pinch. But you got to just say the incantations. The starting ritual to the beginning ritual from beginning to end should take less than 5 minutes. That's how powerful this book is. Why is you crying, melanated enchantress? All right. Does anybody have any questions though? Magical questions that I can answer. If you'll give me a second here, let me just look. Because I kind of thought that they were going away from having a chat while people were doing their lives. I guess not. Well, I like it this way so I can interact with y'all. Do you do the Magical Riches book? I have heard of that, but no, I have not used that book. If I'm not being too personal, have you practiced sorcery? Magic is sorcery. Okay? Very simple. Yes. Yes. I live that sorcerer's life, that magical. Remember, I've said you can call me a witch, sorcerer, magician, wizard. I've been called all these names and all of them apply. Yeah, well, it's a strong possibility he's a troll, melanated enchantress, but I do remember the name. Andreas Abraham. He said MySpace. Damn, that's like what, 2008 since that's been used? Man, I can't get over this. I'm going to use this shit in some sorcerer's rituals. No problem, Archangel Michael. If I can ask you a question, are we friends on Facebook? Decade troll, right? All right. I know. Look at this shit. This had to be expensive, but it was gifted to me today, and I'm like, wow, man, I'm gonna use the shit out of this in my rituals. And then for my birthday, my grandkids gave me this one and said it goes in your office. They specifically told me where to put this shit. So yeah, granddad has it in his office. Okay, no problem. No problem, Archangel Michael. I was just curious. You know, a lot of people go through that period where they want to delete Facebook. I get it. You know, sometimes it becomes too much. People become too much on Facebook. Everybody is, you know, this and that. Everybody is calling everybody else fake. I get it. I know people who leave for months, they come back, see the same old shit, they leave again. You know, Facebook is what it is. It's social media. And fortunately for us, people do show them their true selves on Facebook. Yeah, the grands are on point. Yes, Archangel Michael. Yes, I have grandkids. And thank you for that compliment. I appreciate that. I try to take care of myself. I try to take a lot of supplements. I drink a lot of water. I eat a lot of fruit. I meditate a lot. Does this have to do with me looking the way I do? I believe so. Yes. So, Mary Davions. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? That just reminded me that comedian passed away like within the last 2 years. Simply marvelous. She was always like, "How you doing? How your mama doing?" Peace, brother LaCroix. What are some things you think we can do on the offense in the spiritual warfare against the powers that be? That's a good question. I think we can do, what I've been saying that we can do, is we learned our old sciences, um, but you know, in a productive way, not to just straight out attack shit, but just to be raise our vibrations is the most important. Because like I said, we need all hands on deck. I'm not exaggerating when I say that. We need each other badly. Like I said earlier, people are unfriending other people based on their beliefs. That is the silliest shit I have ever heard of. Really silly. We should be bound by our genetics and the fact that we are melanated people. Shit, could be bound by our hair. You know, um, trust and believe these other races, these other groups of people, they will unite against you. Period. And they've shown us this for the longest time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if that answered your question, but if I didn't, just let me know and I'll try to answer it differently. But um, it is a spiritual warfare. Like, is it Claude or Chard? Melanated Enchantress just made a very good point. The real is being separated from the fake, and it's bound to happen. She's absolutely correct. Absolutely. And it's speeding up, actually. It's really speeding up, you know. Um, Let me put that point out one more time. Just because I'm against somebody's homosexuality doesn't mean I wish them harm. It doesn't mean I sit around bashing them all day. It doesn't mean that, I just hate these people. And I was told that, a post that I made recently could be viewed as homophobic. We use that word so much when anybody says they disagree with that behavior. Oh, you're homophobic. But a phobia is a fear of something. You know what I'm saying? But what are you really saying? You're really saying to me, no, you shouldn't think that way. They're people too. I never said they weren't. You know what I'm saying? I have a problem with them trying to emasculate us, which they've been doing it for so fucking long. And Stevie Wonder can see that shit. And yet and still, you're worried about what I think about somebody's sexual preference? Isn't the stupidest shit I've ever heard of. Sade, like the singer. If it's black people, don't get it. Period. I'm against it too, but I'm not burning nobody's house down. Thank you. There you go. That's the definition of hate. Thanks, Archangel Michael, for that point. When you hate something enough to commit violence towards them, that is hate. That is straight up hate. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, even though I'm against it, I'm not trying to, like I said, bash them all day. I'm not burning their house down, like Archangel Michael said. I'm not slurring slurs I'm not slinging slurs at them constantly. I'm not doing any of that. I leave them be. But people, that's not good enough for people. People want us to think, okay, this is normal. Okay, well, if that's what you think, so be it. You know what I'm saying? But hate is when you hang people from trees. That's hate. Bombing little kids in churches. That's hate. 30 people beating up one person based on their skin color. That is hate. You cannot classify me the same way. There's no fucking way I'm going to allow that either. Dawn just made a very good point, and I totally agree. One of the things I definitely believe we can do to fight the powers that be is stay woke and knowledgeable about yourself, your culture, and your ancestors. Give that woman a standing fucking ovation, and I'm throwing roses at you and shit. Thank you. Very well said. And use what our ancestors died for. Absolutely. You know, I said this in the last video. I know I did, but magic is all we got. We don't have no land. We don't have no fucking companies to run that employ. I mean, we do, but it's not enough to do to make a dent in anything. We don't have any um, economic powers. We don't have no military. We ain't got none of that shit that they got. So what do we have? The magic of our ancestors is what we have. Yes, Archangel Michael. It is past hate. It's evil, and but I'm not about to do any of that. You know what I'm saying? At family gatherings, if some of my gay members are there, you think I'm gonna just sit away from them or not talk to them? I'm not gonna do that either. You know, but they want to group us, and it's sad that black people do this. They want to group those of us that don't agree with it into that category as the hateful, the real hateful people who commit acts of violence towards people who do not look like them. You can't group me or anybody who thinks like me in the exact same. That's nonsense. That's a bunch of nonsense. And that is divide and conquer right there. Trust her. I hope you are being safe over there. I heard about the storms that y'all getting slammed. You know what I'm saying? I pray, sister, that you and yours are truly safe and stay safe. Right, Archangel Michael. Yeah, just speak and keep it moving. I ain't got no animosity towards anybody who has, let's just say, an alternative sexual preference. You know what I'm saying? So, um, sad as it may appear to people, they use that as a tool to further divide us. We just don't get it. I mean, when will we get it? When it's fucking too late? When will we get that? Okay, Truster, I'm glad to hear that. Truster lives in the Virgin Islands, and she said we're still in a tropical warning. We'll be good. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. Another one of my Facebook friends. I've been friends with her for years. I haven't seen you in a while. That's why I'm not calling you out. I'm just saying I haven't seen you in a minute. Don't forget these two books, though, y'all. Psychic Sexual Command. Any book, please. As a matter of fact, those of you who do research, look up the International Guild of Occult Sciences. It is dynamite. The authors who put out books are great. You can get a lot of ideas and secrets from the International Guild of Sciences. They are on their magic on point. That should be another bond amongst us as Black people. I mean, because it's all ours. I'll say that again. It's all ours in the first place. So there has to be somebody filling that void if we're not using it. If we're not using the magic, somebody got to use it. It doesn't like a void. See what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Doing your magic. That's what's up. That's what's up. And with that, I am going to end this live. My stomach is now talking to me. And but it was good to see all of y'all. You know, those of you who have attended. But just keep in mind that, you know, this is not against anybody. I still have much love for the people who have unfriended me. You know, it's sad that, you know, we are no longer friends based on me believing a different way than you believe. But, you know, I'm not going to compromise myself just to make you comfortable. You know, we really do need all hands on deck as Black people, you know, and we just don't get it. And you can just look at the Asians, look at the Hispanics, and you can see from them how to stick together with things. You know what I'm saying? Know what? What are you knowing about? Dawn, what are you knowing about? I'm not going just yet. Oh, did any of y'all pick up this up? Anybody pick up the Shadow Tower? I told y'all about this deck. This deck is closely related to the Clip Off and the Kabbalah, but it's the spaces in between. You have to do some reading on this one. Don't leave me, girl. All right, so my most used deck. Let's pull a card. Let's see what this says. This is, you can tell how often I use this deck. I'm gonna shuffle it. Shuffle it, shuffle it, shuffle it. Black people need to stick together. Shuffle it. Show me, show me. Speak to me. What do I need to see? The most spiritually driven deck is this one. I've made it my own. I've been dealing with this deck for 11 years. Yeah, Shadow Witch. This is my deck. This is the deck that not a good card, but this is the deck that I use the most when I give my ratings. I'm pretty accurate too. Pretty fucking accurate. Not to brag, but I read this deck very well. Okay. That's what I'm thinking, Archangel Michael. We could be forced. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. We're going to be forced to thank you, Shadow Witch. I appreciate it. She says I'm damn accurate. I really am. It's okay to toot your own horn once in a while, but I make a habit not. It is not the Virgo way to do that. But thank you, Seductress. Yeah, I totally agree. We're going to be forced to stick together. It's going to take something major. And then they're going to be like, oh, shit, we should have been doing this all along. Les Morts. So, along with this topic, I pulled this card. These represent the dead. Now, isn't that funny? The Morts represent the dead. You can call them the gay days also. But we're talking about black people who are really dead. Spiritually dead. You know, this is why I'm speaking on this topic. You know, if you look at it, you see them trying to, it looks like they're trying to escape something. Black people are trying to escape all the harsh realities that they go through on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? This totally relates to black people, how we think and how we act. You know, sad to say, our behavior reflects our condition, though. You know what I'm saying? We've been psychologically beaten for so long that we now have these characteristics. Everybody looking like the things that led up to all of this. It looks like I'm going in and out. Am I going in and out? Can y'all see me still? Thank you. Thank you. Melanated Enchantress. I thank you for that. Sheeple. Exactly. Sheeple. They are sheeple. But I refuse. I can't see myself doing that. You know, but like I said, our behavior reflects our realities. You know, when I see brothers walking around here with their hand, that's one style that I hate. I ain't gonna lie. I've hated for as long as it's been out, and it's been out for a long time. Nobody wants to see your ass in your drawers, man. Come on, man. What is, you know, even when you let these brothers know that that's jailhouse behavior, they still don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Okay, thank you. Oh, Richard, how you doing, brother? Power to the people. All right. So yeah, they don't look at, what led up to us acting this way. We haven't always acted like this. We have not always acted like complete fucking idiots, even though we do so now. We have not always acted that way. Come on, we built society. We have um, made agriculture. You know what I'm saying? And sciences, language. All of this come from, you know what I mean? So this is a proven fact. This is not, now that's not my opinion. That's a fact. We are bound together by that because our ancestors did such great things, but we still on this, if you don't believe this, you can't be my friend. It reminds me of somebody who was bullied in the schoolyard and they take their ball away so that y'all can't play no more. That's what that shit reminds me of. Yeah, they dress like they gave up, no motivation. And none of us brothers, older brothers, are telling them any differently. Good. Continue to tell your son. That shit was not allowed in my house with my son. Nah. You can pull your fucking pants up. That shit is corny. And my son to this day, even though he's a grown man now, my son will wear a belt because he was taught the right way, you know. They may see it as just a style, but it's a really annoying and disrespectful style. Like nobody wants to see that. Your private parts are supposed to be private. That's what, hence the word private. Good, Richard. Good. Trester made a very good point. Dave Chappelle said this is a sensitive generation. Can't even take a joke. Not only can they not take a joke, they wanted Dave Chappelle to apologize for his stand-up. Apologize for what? Because he talked about gay people? Now y'all being bullies. Now nobody can't say shit about y'all. You know what I'm saying? And that makes people like me who disagree with it already just move away from y'all even more. You know? Like, why are y'all trying to bully this man into apologizing? He's a stand-up comedian. Nobody's asking Seth MacFarlane, the creator of Family Guy. Nobody asked him to apologize. He attacked gay people all the time. I've never seen a petition to take Family Guy off the air. If that's the case, I stand corrected, but I've never seen that. Right, Archangel Michael. They didn't teach us how great our ancestors were in school. And yes, Dawn, that shit was lit. I laughed from beginning to end. It was definitely better than his last one. I don't know what he was thinking with his last one, but this one, Sticks and Stones, that shit was funny. But right, they can't take a goddamn joke. You know, nobody is allowed to say anything against them or about them. Now, if that's not the definition of bullying, what is? And sisters, not sisters here, but sisters, why are y'all such the biggest proponents and supporters of gay black men? Why? Why do you, not y'all sisters, but why do y'all want to see us portrayed like that? There's a sister who's on YouTube. She's a YouTuber. She made a very good video saying how I can't remember this guy's name. He's an actor, Billy Porter. Once he went to the award show with a dress on, and sister's like, "Yay!" You know what I'm saying? So why? What is about that y'all like, that y'all support it so much? I don't see any other race of people supporting that like sisters do. That's just a fact. And if anyone speaks about it, y'all attack them. Yes, yes. And on American Dad, that's correct. Enchantress, absolutely. And Seductress, how is apologizing going to genuinely change someone's view? It is childish. It is very childish. Live and let live. If y'all are allowed to be how y'all are, then why can't somebody speak about it? Since this generation, everybody got to know what you sexually do, then why can't somebody talk about it? This sensitive ass generation, you know. All right, so I'm going on an hour. I have never done that. But y'all have kept me engaged, and I appreciate that. And like I said, I did miss interacting with y'all. So I have some more book recommendations. Dawn, I gotta go. My stomach, and it's getting late. You know. Oh, it's after 8 o'clock. Yeah, I gotta go. I try not to eat past 9 o'clock. I will do more lives, Trista. I promise. I'll do more lives. Just some give me some topics to talk about, magical topics. You too, Tresta. And like I said, stay safe in that storm. So I will see y'all next time. I'm sorry, Dawn. I gotta go. I gotta eat. Come on, sister. You don't want to deny this man some nourishment, do you? You can't. You can't possibly do that. Tresta and Dawn, please give me suggestions. Come into my inbox. Now, I don't like the way that sounded. Find me on Facebook and give me some suggestions on what I should talk about, what my live should be about. I try to make it all about magic, but I felt like I needed to address this because nobody's speaking about stuff like this happening. Dawn is a trip. I ain't gonna say what she's saying in there. Peace, Brother Richard, Seductress, Archangel Michael, Enchantress, Dawn, Tresta, everybody who has been here, who's always supported this me going live. I do appreciate it. I will see y'all next time. All right. Peace. Take care of yourselves. Stay black.